What is up, guys? Mcdoubles back again with a brand new video, and today we're going to be back on the Twilight Paragon Hybrid, so I hope you guys enjoy. Let's jump right in. Okay, so we ended off in the last video by getting the shield bash, making the macro so that we can switch easily between both of them with Q and W, as you can see. And, you know, we finally got that Art of War proc, we finally got the Surge of Light, so it's time to actually play the build the way it's meant to be played. Of course, we still have quite a few things to go for, including things like Divine Storm and Crusader Strike, so we're not done by any means or at our peak strength, but we're certainly stronger than what we were, right? We also picked up the Journeyman writing, so we're going to go on the Swift Spectral Tiger, and we're going to start doing some of these Waste Wander quests. 587 right there on the Exorcisms with no crit. That is pretty sick. Hey, there's a guy. Level 47, though, luckily. Alright, so here's another Art of War. 609. That is just so nice. Of course, we have to crit with it if we want to get off the instant smite after that. I really like the little weak auras animation that I have set up for it as well. Very simple, but you know what? It's very visually appealing, I think, as well in terms of the color. Very easy to see. There we go! Level 42. God, I love having an aura, man. Is that Consecration? Oh, yes! What the hell? I never expected to get this! Not only is this just good in general, because I'm a holy build and this is holy AoE, but we could possibly switch to the Purification by Light random enchant if we wanted to over Twilight Paragon at max. This says my damaging abilities have a chance to exercise my target and cause him to cast a Consecration-like effect on his location. Now this scales with both Exorcism and Consecration, and we have both now. So this is very exciting, guys. I'm very happy to have this. We just got to get rid of the Shadow Bolt and the Fire Blast because I think it's going to become too clunky with all of it. Because remember, we have 2 more abilities to include into our regular rotation once we hit level 60. 1180 with the crit there, by the way. God, I want to fight a player. I just can't wait to get my hands on like a regular player. One of the reasons I made sure I stopped my last video at 40 was so some of you guys could join the server again. A lot of you are on the League server right now. And then I could kill you, no offense, but like that was the goal. Wow, the Judgment basically procs Art of War every time. It makes me wonder if Crusader Strike is worth it. I might just have enough things in my rotation. I'm not really sure yet. We also need to greatly reduce the cooldown of Exorcism, because we're getting the procs so much, but we can't actually use them. This is something I can easily do with the Sanctified Wrath talent. This not only is going to reduce the cooldown of Exorcism by 40%, but it also increases the damage and hit chance by 10% as well. That's pretty freaking amazing. Damn, what a drop. Iron Spine's Ribcage, 6 strength, 3 agility, 17 stamina, guys. We're going to sell that for sure. Somebody's definitely going to buy that. There's the Consecration, guys. I am in love. This is so good. It makes this so much easier. That damage is just amazing, man. There we go. Level 44. That's Caliph's Scorpion Sting, by the way. Don't even have the quest for it. And Picklock? Wow, that really sucks. Alright, we're going to have to reroll Picklock ASAP because it's basically as useless as it gets. But you know what? I'll take the fact that the build feels good right now, that we got the Consecration, which I never expected, man. And that, you know what? I really do have high hopes for this build as a whole. There we go, level 45. That's a big one, guys, because I can get that talent I was just talking to you guys about in the Ret tree, Sanctified Wrath. So now my Exorcism is at a 9-second cooldown, and again, 10% hit chance, 10% damage. It's not missing at this point. That's a pretty big deal. And we've also almost maxed out Searing Light for a combined total of 30% increased Exorcism damage and then 20% to my Smite. That's pretty sick. We have so many things boosting our damage, and look at that. We can actually get off the Smite now. There we go, 659 Smite, guys. 659. And I have that stack of Paragon of Light. I do think this is going to be better for PvE than anything else, guys. Level 46. Oh, Create Health Zone, so close to Holy Fire. Man, that would have been something. But hey, you know what? Create Health Stone, that's pretty solid, actually. It's a nice little defensive cooldown if you want to look at it like that. The only reason we can have it, remember, is because we do have the Sunder Soul. Alright, so this guy. There we go. Got the Soul Shard off it. Had to attack another guy first, but I'll take it. Now we can actually make the Health Stone. So unless we go up against like a Resolute Twink, this basically solidifies that I'm going to beat anybody that I come across. I mean, between the Health Stone and the Desperate Prayer, it can't possibly be that difficult to just kind of auto-win against somebody because of the power of my build alone. I like free wins. Everybody likes free wins. course, I just wasted my soul shard on a low-level health stone. But you know what? We'll farm another real quick, and then I'm going to go turn these 2 quests in. Already 46 without even turning them in. Okay, and this quest is level 48. Let's see what we get, guys. Okay, Searing Totem finally got more garbage. Okay, definitely don't want that. That's on the chopping block. I don't even want to put that on my bar, to be honest with you. I have too many useless offensive spells. I mean, Fire Blast, Shadow Bolt, Searing Totem. Again, go away. Don't want that. Let's go do some of these collect a head quests. Caliph, Scorpion Sting, and Andre Firebeard should be easy. And that could even be level 50, guys. It's even worse because it shares the Fire Totem with my Flame Tongue. So I especially don't want it because I'd rather use the Flame Tongue right now for the exorcism damage. I'm going to go check Andre because I know Caliph is dead since I just killed him on accident while doing other quests. Alright, Andre and his posse. There we go. That's an easy one-shot. Interesting. The Dragon's Eye. I don't think I have a necklace yet. I do. I might actually end up using the Dragon's Eye anyway. We'll keep that just in case. At the very minimum, it might sell for something, right? But okay, that's Andre Firebeard, and that might actually be level 50 by itself. There we go. Level 50, guys. Blade Flurry? Okay, that's not terrible. Blade Flurry is just increased attack speed, and my attacks will now strike an additional nearby opponent. It's kind of like the sweeping strikes that we got, but a little bit more general. Okay, so we actually have the Return to the Light enchant now. So now, as we use Sunder Soul, we should build stacks of a buff that will now increase our holy damage by 2% per Sunder Soul up to 10% once we've done it 5 times. And we're already incentivized to be doing this anyway for the spell critical strike chance that we get for the debuff that comes from Sunder Soul. So let's try it. As you can see, Return to the Light, I have it up there. And every time I use this, I get the stack. Every single time. Now, it does only have 5 seconds until it goes away, so I need to keep it up. But that was a 949 exorcism, no crit. I mean, we're building up vengeance too, guys. This is very, very synergistic. Alright, here's Caliph. Man, this feels so good. There we go, level 51, guys, before even turning the quest in. And a 1363 smite. Don't mind if I do. Also, Falcon's Hook, that's not too bad. That's definitely better than my Ivory Band of the Boar. I'll use that real quick. And level 52. Let's see what we get, guys. Damn, what is that? Raptor Strike. Okay, you know what? I'll macro the Raptor Strike on everything I have. Yeah, this ends up being the same thing as Heroic Strike or Cleave, just less strong, right? However, it does use mana, which means it could potentially make me go faster. But yeah, a strong attack that increases melee damage by 110. Now, I think the problem with Raptor Strike is that if I'm using it, it won't actually proc Seal of Righteousness. So actually, in hindsight, I can't really be doing this. That means it's actually really bad for me unless they've changed something. But anyway, level 52 definitely means Ungoro is in my sights, so let's go ahead and head towards that. I want to get to Outland as quick as possible, and this is the way to do it. Okay, so I've been doing some leveling just a little bit off camera. We've gotten to 58. We've gotten nothing that's changed the build. We were able to reroll some useless stuff like Picklock, and we ended up getting things like Lightwell, and for Scare Beast, we ended up getting things like Frost Ward. Still better than what they were. You know, the Lightwell is at least interesting, but, you know, not an Interrupt that's not Shield Bash, no Blinks, right? Still no Stun, and we need a Slow. So the no Slow, no Stun thing is really the main thing that we have to worry about. Now, one really cool talent that was brought to my attention, because it has a new Capstone bonus, was this one right here called Vindication. Now, Vindication is interesting because it used to just be a basic way for you to get an attack power reduction onto your opponent after you use Judgment. Now, it still does that, but if I use a holy damage ability on somebody with the Vindication debuff, I'm going to get a buff that increases my attack power and my holy spell damage when I do that. So as soon as we're able to stack that out at 3 out of 3 to get that Capstone bonus, we're going to go ahead and test that and see if the buff is good. But if it is, that's another way for us to increase holy spell damage with this build, and that's really crazy, because right now, I really do feel like we are about as synergistic as you can get. Alright, but I've got all my quests done, and so this should actually end up being level 60, and that's going to end up meaning Outland, 59, 60 with a major upgrade. Let's do it, guys. I'm so happy. Let's hearth to Orgrimmar. I guess to the Crossroads, actually. Let's go ahead and get ready to tackle Outland, pick our level 60 abilities, and see where this build is going to take us. Okay, first things first, though. I have 8 Scrolls of Fortune now, and we need to use these to see if we can maybe perfect our build. Let's go ahead and go through them now. I'm only going to show you guys the ones that are worth seeing. Guys, it didn't even show me the animation for this, but I need to show you the chat. Look at that. I'm sorry for this, guys, but Wind Shear, man, I will take it. The best interrupt I could get, and now I can get rid of the shield bash, man. Nice. Mass Dispel, I will take that. A way to get rid of Divine Shield, always useful. Very last roll, guys, so haven't gotten too much good. And the Dampened Magic, which is fine. It's, you know, less magic damage taken at the expense of healing. But you know what? It might be useful in certain encounters. But let's go ahead and take a look at the new things I got. We got the Dampened Magic. Not amazing, but again, fine. In the Hunter Tree, I was able to get the track hidden. So I guess we can turn that on if we go up against a Night Elf or maybe a Rogue or a Feral Druid. Blessing of Might was a pretty amazing pickup as well. This is good because it's just going to straight up increase my attack power, which is always nice. I also went ahead and I did get Crusader Strike and Divine Storm as my level 60 abilities. So that's pretty good as well. Here's the Mass Dispel, so we can definitely put that on our bar. That's pretty good. Gonna get rid of basically Divine Shields, which is nice, because if you have that Divine Shield against somebody who does not, it's definitely a clear advantage. And we got the Abolish Disease, so we have a way to get rid of diseases. It's fine. It's not as good as Curse or Magic effects, but it's still up there, or Poisons even. So I guess it's actually one of the worst, but we'll take it for open world. You just never know. And then, of course, the Wind Shear. That's a pretty pog one right there. Just the best interrupt you can hope for. But we also got the Curse of Elements. I just remembered that. This is a pretty big one as well. It's just going to straight up increase my holy damage by quite a lot, both reducing my opponent's holy resistance by 45, but also increasing their magic damage taken by a base 6%. I will take that. Again, it's shaping up to be basically a PvE build, but a really damn good one, right? All right, to Orgrimmar we go, guys. Okay, guys, let's take a quick break from the video to go ahead and see who is going to win the giveaway from the last video. I went ahead and I put the link right here, and I just get YouTube comments, and we have, let's see, 127, and we're going to go ahead and start and see who wins. Velcro Penguin, I live for the theory craft. Well, congratulations, man. All you need to do is go ahead and leave a comment on YouTube, replying to my comment to you, letting me know what your in-game name is, and I will go ahead and mail that to you ASAP. But okay, let's go ahead and do it one more time. Who is going to win? For another loaded starter dice, Stoicho Shipitalov. Seems fun. Well, there you go, man. Hope it was fun enough to get a free loaded starter dice from. Go ahead, same concept. Leave me your in-game name in the comment as a reply to my comment to you on YouTube. And you know what? I will go ahead and mail that to you as soon as possible. But there's going to be another giveaway in this video. This time you have a chance of winning a mount. One of 3, actually. So you'll get to pick which one you want. What I would like you to do if you want to win this one is go ahead and leave me both your in-game name in the comment section below. Listen, I'm learning, guys. And go ahead and let me know which one of these you would like, and so if you win, I can go ahead and mail it to you ASAP. That is going to be, again, the Captured Umber Night Saber, the Rabid Warg Purple, or the Frost Charger. So if you want a chance to win that, leave a comment in the comment section below, once again letting me know your in-game name on Wildhammer, as well as which mount you want, and we'll go ahead and make that happen. So without further ado, guys, let's go ahead and jump right back into the video. As you can see, I'm level 61, and Outland awaits us. Nice. True Shot Aura. Hey, that's actually pretty good. I mean, we can always use the AP. We got that on the Kaplow character, too. I'll definitely take flat AP alongside the Blessing of Mights. So, yeah, 5% more AP. Pretty good. And it's passive. Even better. The one thing I've actually noticed people mention is that they don't think the build will be as good because Smite isn't critting, because Surge of Light is not something that allows you to crit with Smite. It prevents you from critting entirely. So I'm thinking the way to combat that would be to just go as hard into Exorcism as humanly possible, considering the fact that that is the linchpin of the build. So we're definitely going to have to pick up Purifying Power here for 10% reduction in the cooldown of Exorcism. There's also Hasty Exorcism for another almost 3-second reduction in the cooldown. I think that will be worth it as well. So we need to get both of those, and that's 6 extra random enchants. Because we also have to pick up Sanctity of Battle for 6% more Exorcism damage, as well as Crusader Strike, Divine Storm, and Consecration, which is a nice bonus. So we'll see how the pure Exorcism version of the Twilight Paragon hybrid works. So one thing I do want to show you guys is the Vindication Capstone bonus. So let's go ahead and make it happen. First and foremost, we have to proc it with Judgment. And I didn't get it, obviously, on my first one. And you can see it on the top right. Attack power increased by 95 and holy spell damage increased by, I believe that was 55. That's actually pretty solid, guys. I'll take a quick free little buff like that. Completely passive. Alright, this should be level 63. And a brand new helmet, too. I'll take that. Alright, level 63, guys. 7 more levels to go. The one thing I just found out about, and I'm sorry to digress a bit, but I do want to put it in a WoW video, is this right here, which is Warmane, which is like the most massive in terms of population World of Warcraft server that there is right now, is actually coming out with a Season 2 on April 15th for the Wrath of the Lich King realm. That means everybody's going to start at the same time from the beginning, and that gives people like me who don't have anything going on Warmane a chance to actually play a fresh Wrath of the Lich King server with a lot of players. So I'm highly considering trying this, assuming nothing happens on Ascension between now and then. Let me know in the comment section below. Are you going to give this a go too? But anyway, I'm level 63 and not that far away from 64. What I'm going to go ahead and do is the Black Talon Claw quest, and I'm also doing a, a quick little hotspot, as you can see, where I'm just basically farming all these guys and trying to rack in some pretty decent XP. The build is doing good, I will not lie. There's an Exorcism, 1436 with no buffs. I can pull multiple guys with the Consecration and the Divine Storm. And as soon as we get those REs to lower the cooldown of Exorcism, we're going to be throwing them out like hotcakes, man. It's going to be pretty freaking sick. But I really, really enjoy this build right now. In terms of just like the way it plays, it just feels smooth, man. And you can't complain about that. You can already see, like, just killing 3 of them was like, what, 50,000 XP? And you have to remember, at some point, I'm going to be able to go to Nagrand, do that little arena quest up here, and that's like 2 free levels because I have an aura. And at the very minimum, I can bet you I'll find a level 70 to help me get through it if I can't find some 60s who just need to do the quest like normal. I mean, yeah, the Consecration was an absolutely massive pickup, dude. I mean, to be able to pull so many guys, to be able to get all of this XP so easily, man, it really is amazing. I also got this light well at some point, too, which I find pretty cute. Lightwell, you know, it's actually pretty strong. And I'm really not actually close to dying. But there you go. Level 64. And that's kind of what I meant. Ghost Wolf? Interesting. Ghost Wolf is not terrible because we already have the charge. What this basically does is it gives me another way to reach my targets. You know, I could get something like Spirit Dash, but we're really running low on the epic random enchant department. But if I did want to use this, it would remove all immobilizing effects and increase my movement speed by 55% for 30 seconds when I use Ghost Wolf. That's essentially turning it into like chart, into like sprint. But at the very minimum, this is not too bad because we don't have a slow. So if somebody tries to kite me, I do have a way to get closer to them now. So that's not bad. I'll take it. We might make it instant cast with the talent in the enhancement shaman tree. I'm not really sure if we need to. But hey, 10% less damage taken while in Ghost Wolf form as well. That is just not bad. We might have to get that. But yeah, I'm basically just pulling massive amounts of these guys, and then I can pop Sweeping Strikes, and I can also pop the Blade Flurry, pop all of my AoE, and just go for it, man. Look at that, dude. There we go. 150k into 64 already, guys. That is pretty sick. Alright, there's a guy right here, and I'm kind of terrified because they've got massive cojones to just sit there and not care about my existence. But regardless, we have to go for them out of sheer principle. So, screw it, man. Lightwell. Charge. There's the Judgment first. I'm going to pop that Lightwell. Now, let's just start getting those stacks off. Really, I should have put the Curse of Elements up. Wow, this sucks. Ghost Wolf. Alright, so we're mounted up. I'm pretty sure I can catch this person. This is what I mean by really needing a slow. Alright, another Judgment. Divine Storm. And we're just going to get off the Sunders now. This is going to be a long one, guys. They just refuse to fight. There's another Sunder. Exorcism. Divine Storm. If I kill this person and they're still in the hotspot, that's going to be massive XP, man. And this is not an honorable combat zone, so I can just keep going for them no matter what they do. Alright, another Exorcism on this guy. And I got to keep my charge this time. That's really bad for him. Oh my god, do you have increased speed? You don't! I told you 100% speed would pay off! I told you! There we go. Divine Storm. Exorcism. And of course, I'm going to have to go for it again. Like the mount, that is. This better be worth it, because this person's making my life so hard right now. All for 1 kill, man. All for 1 kill. Alright, another charge. Judgment. Divine Storm. Exorcism. A Tremor Totem. Another charge. Let's go for him. And dead. Okay, that's embarrassing. Okay, dead. Okay, that's embarrassing. Okay, dead. Jesus, you're a tank. That's embarrassing. All right, 1, 2, 3, dead. There we go. I'll take it. Let's see what we get. Nice. I knew we'd get some good stuff from this guy because that was a tank and he probably never died while leveling one time. Ooh, a superior healing potion. I'll definitely take that. Okay, so the best thing we got from him was this Bloodforged Nether Strike. Nether Shrike? Anyway, that's pretty solid. Level 70, that might sell for something. And we got new bracers from this guy, man. 13 strength, 13 stamina, 13 crit. Way better than Jorgen level 22 bracers, dude. GG. Yeah, I had a feeling I might get something like Hand of Reckoning. You know, in hindsight, this might actually be good because there's this random enchant called Fist of Reckoning. It transforms my Hand of Reckoning into Fist of Reckoning, removing the taunt effect, but reducing its damage. But I have to wonder, do I even need that? I mean, look at that. I don't think that's the base damage for Hand of Reckoning, if I'm not mistaken. 369 question mark? If it is, that's actually not too bad. I mean, 8 seconds, I can toss it out there, and that's holy damage, right? Meaning if I do crit with it, it will crit for 100% increased damage. You know, as a result of my holy spec. So, hey, it might not actually be that bad after all. I'm going to keep it on my bar, and we'll try to just use it on cooldown. Maybe not for PvE, or maybe, but definitely better for PvP because any bit of extra damage you can get off instant is always good for PvP. Okay, guys, I actually have 3 Scrolls of Fortune now, so let's go ahead and re-roll some of the less good stuff and see if we can get something a little bit more useful. I'm going to go for the Dampen Magic first and foremost, so let's see what we get. Nice. Blessing of Kings, and you can use multiple blessings on yourself, right? So that's going to be 5% more strength and 5% more stamina. Of course, 5% of everything, all of my stats, but those are the 2 that I want the most, so that's a pretty good one. Let's keep going. All right, I am going to go ahead and get rid of the Shadow Bolt. Actually, Track Hidden, that's a lot worse. I didn't even remember I had that. All right, let's go ahead and get rid of the Track Hidden and see what we get. Hibernate? Hibernate. Yep, that's complete garbage, man. I'm going to go ahead and re-roll that. All right, let's see. Come on, something useful, please. A stun? Really? A totem? Fire resistance totem. That is so bad, dude. Do I have another scroll? Oh, I actually have 2 more scrolls. My bad. Okay, let's go ahead and just get rid of the fire resistance totem. All right, stun. Give me a stun. Oh, I thought I was going to get Seal of Wisdom. That wouldn't have been too bad. Earthbind Totem. Hey, we did actually need a slow. Now, it's not the best slow right now. I mean, I could talent into it, I guess. And it's not the best because it's a stationary slow. It's not like a hamstring, for example, that I can spam on my targets. But you know what? It is a slow, right? So I will definitely take that. Also, I just realized I can go into this really, really cool talent. And it's really cool because of the Capstone bonus. So this is called Swift Retribution. I don't think I've like almost ever used it because I don't get to play these builds often. But this increases the spell haste of all party and raid members by 3%. And my Crusader Strike is going to make me gain 3% melee and spell haste when I use it. So that's pretty amazing. But the Capstone bonus says that with the final rank of the talent, each stack of Swift Retribution will increase the damage of my smite by, I think it's going to be 15% of my attack power. So this means it's pretty good for the build that I'm going with, which is, again, a hybrid build that utilizes smite, but focuses most likely on AP with the mental quickness talent that we have over here in the enhancement shaman tree. So I think it's all coming together. But like I said, we have 1 more Scroll of Fortune. Alright, let's just go ahead and get rid of the Shadow Bolts. At this point, our abilities that we have to use consistently are like completely congested. Going for the stun. Let's see. Come on, man. Stun, please. Aspect of the Viper. I don't know if that's actually going to be useful for me. It's basically a way to reduce my damage in exchange for unlimited mana, but I also reduce my healing, right? It's interesting. It can be useful. But I haven't seen myself with mana problems because I did pick up the Judgments of the Wise talent. This makes it to where just using my Judgment not only gives me 20% of my base mana instantly, but also it gives me a basically a buff that makes it to where I regain 1% of my mana every 5 seconds. That's pretty solid overall. Anyway, with those rolls, I do think we got some pretty good upgrades, primarily in the Earthbind Totem, right, that we can hopefully utilize in PvP now. Also some duds like the aspect of the Viper, but then we can round it all out with that Blessing of Kings, which is pretty good. The one other thing I got was this brand new random enchant that's going to go into exactly what we need, which is reducing the cooldown of our exorcism. With 3 of these, it'll be reduced by 15%, and it's not just for that, it double dibs by also reducing the mana cost of consecration, which again makes me wonder, do I need aspect of the Viper when I have all of these innate synergies, you know, kind of alleviating my mana problems. So I'm going to go ahead and extract that and put it on all of my gear. And we still need the Hasty Exorcism, but there isn't actually a copy of it on the auction house right now. So if anybody has Hasty Exorcism, I will buy it from you. Just whisper me or, you know, COD me in game. But as you just saw, we just put it on our gear. So we're doing pretty good. 3 in Purifying Power, 1 Thunder Soul, 1 Twilight Paragon. And we need to redo with the Return to the Light. We'll put that on as well. And you get so many Mystic Orbs just from doing Burning Crusade quests. That's pretty sick. I love that over the current vanilla system. I really wish people just played this server more. I really don't know why they had to milk the League server so hard by starting with vanilla. It's a little sad because they went TBC and then they were like, yeah, I don't know how long after, but the next major thing is let's re-release a vanilla server. I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of taking steps back anymore. But anyway, we're going to Outland, guys. Okay, let's do the Ring of Blood. See how many levels we can get. There we go. Level 67. 3 more levels to go, guys. Okay, it actually sticks to 5% of my attack power, which I think is still good. We're going to give it a try and see. So at least I'm first for DPS right now, which is pretty fun. I'll take that. That's a good sign. Actually, I don't know what I was talking about, because this Cybele guy, maybe it's because they reached 70, or maybe they were destroying me the whole time, and that last parse was just not correct, but I'm getting swamped by this dude now. I'm not going to pretend I'm playing optimally. I mean, I'm just doing the Ring of Blood real quick. But still, very, very nice. I think we'll get at least to 68 by the end of all this, hopefully. No, I don't think so. It might just be almost 68. I really wish I bought an XP pot. Didn't even think about it. I thought I had the aura and I'm good. So we're going to have to farm out those last 2 or so levels. Okay, that's the quest. Did not get to 68, but it's no big deal because we did pick up the Honed Void Axe, guys. So we still have 2.5 levels to go. Let's go ahead and close it out, guys. Okay, another scroll, guys. Let's go ahead and re-roll real quick. Aspect of the Viper. Let's see what we get. It's just my worst ability, so we might as well go for something better. Victory Rush. Interesting. Okay. So this means we could potentially use Battle Fervor. This makes it to where my charge ability triggers improved Victory Rush, which essentially allows me to use it outside of its usual conditions, so I get a pretty decent little heal. But I'm not really too sure if that's needed. I could also turn it into a defensive cooldown, but I would need access to Battle Fervor as well. I think because we have the Art of War and the instant flashes, I'm going to go ahead and just get rid of that with our last Scroll of Fortune. Alright guys, let's see what we get. Will it be the stun? No, it'll be the Viper Sting, which, you know what, it's not completely terrible. From what it started off as Viper Stance, or what was it called? Like something like Aspect of the Viper, that's right. You know, you have that. It's kind of like the, you know, complete opposite of Viper Sting, really. So Viper Sting just allows me to drain my opponent's mana and get some of that mana myself, and I need to make sure I have the right ammo to use that, because I still have Light Shot with my Iron Star Repeater. That's really bad. Anyway, now that we've done that, I think we could finally focus on getting to 70. Holy crap, these are sick. Apparently I got Bloodforged Mana Sphere shoulder guards from a random drop, and you can see that's one of the coolest looking transmog pieces I've seen in a bit, man. That is awesome. And level 69. One more level to go, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and do the Nessingwary quests and bang out 70. Then, because this video got really long, I think what we're gonna do is probably do another video showing this guy at 70. And all the stuff that he can do. I wanted to do it in this video, but since we're already going over 30 minutes, I'm going to just go ahead and do it in the next one. Alright guys, this Thorngrazer should be level 70. It's been a long time coming. It's taken me like a week or something like that, man, because of all the stuff I've had to do in real life. But there we go, level 70. That's so freaking sick, guys. So this is a sick moment. I went ahead for now and just picked up the Rampage, and I got 1% more crit from Conviction. This is my talent build at the end of it all. I'll just go ahead and leave it up for a second here. And yeah, it's pretty sick. It did the job that I needed it to do. It focused mostly on crit, a bunch of holy modifier synergy. We can go into the Holy Priest tree now and see very similar things with the Holy Spec, as well as Searing Light, and of course the Surge of Light procs. Pretty massive smites, but I wasn't getting them as much as I wanted to. But those exorcisms, man, it's pretty sick. So what we're going to have to do in a future video, probably the literal next video, is I'm going to have to include some clips or even do the whole video just on showing this guy at level 70. So I hope you guys are ready for that. We're going to get more Twilight Paragon procs. We're probably also going to explore another legendary random enchant, one that I did not think I would be able to get full benefit out of anytime soon, and that's Purification of Light. So in a kind of poetic way, the Twilight Paragon, which is a Twilight hybrid in this case, a shadow and light combination, is going to turn towards just the light, be purified in the next video. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to give it a like and to subscribe, and make sure to leave a comment in the comment section below. And I want to go ahead and say that the people who won the contest have had their stuff mailed, but I believe there's one guy who did not reply yet, so make sure to reply to me, man. But anyway, I will see you guys in the next video. Mcdoubles out.
Ready for action.